Hey guys, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am traveling through my 40s and I am trying to get my poop in a group. The primary way I'm doing that to begin with is by focusing on my financial health. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, I really hope that you will consider subscribing and coming along with me on my journey. I would love to have you to help me keep myself accountable and also to hopefully help you learn from me and to also learn from you. If you have a channel where you do budgeting, cash stuffing, and budget with me's and things like that, link your channel down below so I can check you out. I really do enjoy watching y'all's videos as well. Today's video is going to be setting up the plan for my second paycheck of April. I'm going to be getting paid on Friday the 15th. So what I like to do is about a week before I get paid, I set up a plan for where I'm going to assign my money. I always start by looking at my calendar and seeing what events I have coming up. So my nephew is going to be coming in for that Saturday, and we are planning to go out to the Renaissance Fair here in Central Texas. He's never been, and it's something that I enjoy doing, so we're planning to do that on Saturday. I'm going to have to put some money aside for that. And then these bills I've actually already paid. You can see I've started writing my bills as I pay them up here, but I've already paid these bills. These do have to come out. This loan has to come out. The 26th was my sister's birthday. I am going to be sending flowers to my mom. For this day, I always like to send her flowers on this day. And then there are some bills that are due on the 27th as well that I have to pay. And that is it before I get paid again on the 29th. This is a 3 paycheck month for me. So, as you can see, I was very spendy at the beginning of this month. I have done some dining out because in March I was doing a no dining out challenge, so I did some dining out in April already. I went to Chipotle for that lunch on Friday, and then Nathan, my roommate, and I went out to this really cool, it's like I guess it's a bar, but they have this huge open grass area and this huge parking lot area where food trucks come and you can bring your own chairs or you can sit at the bar area. And so we went and had dinner, and I got a drink. There was some live music. We met some people who live in the town next to us, so it was a really good evening, so I did those things. On Saturday, I went in to visit my mom. I picked up one of my nephews. We went to my mom's house, and I picked up lunch at Storms, which is a very good burger place. If you're in the Central Texas area and you like good burgers, I recommend Storms Burgers. And then my phone that I have been eyeing went on sale that week, and the sale only went through Sunday. And instead of $600, it was $300, so I did go ahead and buy that phone. I had only $250 in my sinking fund, but I moved some money around so I could cover it. At first, I was going to leave it because I have my PayPal paid off, my PayPal line of credit, and on any purchases over $99, there's no interest financing for 6 months. So I was like, it's only $74.74 exactly that I needed to roll over, and I was like, I can do that in the next month or month and a half. But then I think it was a mental thing because I've paid all those cards off, and even though I know it was no interest financing, the idea of leaving a balance on that card was just really bothering me. So I pulled the money from other places, and I went ahead and I did pay that card off. I charged it here, and then I paid it off somewhere. I promise I did. There, I paid the payment on Tuesday. So I charged it on Saturday, and I paid it on Tuesday. And here is my new phone. It holds a charge much better. Oh look, there's my wine app. Anyway, that's my new phone. I'm excited about that. And then on Wednesday, my nephew and his wife, I've mentioned in a couple of videos previous, they are expecting, and they found out the sex of their baby on Tuesday, and I guess they were just super excited and wanted to share it with everybody, and they were afraid that they would accidentally say something. So on Wednesday, without any warning, I had to drive out about an hour away to go to their house so they could do a gender reveal, and I did stop at QT and pick up a hot dog. They were feeding us, but it was over an hour away and I was hungry, so I grabbed a hot dog for dinner on my way out there, and they are having a little boy. I'm very excited. My little Joseph. My nephew Joseph and his wife Jessica are having a little boy, and they are going to name him Joseph after his dad, and after Joseph's biological father as well. So anyway, that's what I did there. On Thursday I kind of noticed from Chipotle that it was National Burrito Day and they gave me free queso. And I mean, it's National Burrito Day and I am the top 4% of Chipotle users. I had to buy Chipotle on National Burrito Day, right? I'm pretty sure it was a requirement. So anyway, I did. And then some friends and I are going to go watch The Secrets of Dumbledore here on the 17th. That is coming out. So I purchased tickets for us to go watch that. I had tickets for Saturday the 16th, but I forgot that I was supposed to go to the fair with my nephews. So I refunded them and purchased them for here. Then on Friday, I made all the payments to all the cards I had used to keep them all at a zero balance. And then today, the 9th, I went to H-E-B this morning and I just picked up all the stuff that was on my list, and they had a dog bed for sale. That was only $16, and I've been playing around with the idea of getting my dog's dog beds. They don't have them. And I had two, and if you've been to the grocery stores that have those little carts, like they're carts, but they're just miniature carts. I got one of those because I only needed a couple of things, and then I got those two dog beds that took up like the entire cart, and it was ridiculous walking around. And then I got to the front of the store and I decided to only get one to start with because they've never had a dog bed and I didn't know how they would react. And right now they are both laying on the floor and not using the dog bed. So we'll see. If they end up liking it and using it, I'll go back and buy another one. And then I got some household things. I did also purchase some stuff. My allergies, y'all. This pollen, this oak is killing me here. Excuse me. So I got some Flonase and I got some Vicks tissues and I got some cough drops and I got a whole bunch of stuff, but I used my HSA card for that and I forgot to write that down. The only thing, I don't anticipate doing anything tomorrow. We don't even have an in-person meeting tomorrow because the room that we rent was already booked for these next 2 weekends when we booked them. So I don't have any expenses for those. I'm not going to be going out to lunch with people and I'm not going to have anything to donate because we're not in there. These are actually due. They're zero balance, so I don't have to pay anything. And same with these. And Discovery Plus I have canceled. So that should be all I have for the next until I get paid again. I'm sure I'll dine out at least once more, probably this evening. I think I'm going to do wings tonight. We'll see. But that's it. So that is my month so far at a glance. Let's go ahead and get into this next paycheck. Okay, this is the paycheck breakdown page for that comes in the Budget by Paycheck book by the Budget Mom. That is the system that I use to plan out the dollars that I plan to give my paycheck. This I will link in the description box down below. She sells the full binders, and then she also has a Live Rich planner, which I've never used, but I think that's more of a like daily planner, and it also has a budgeting section in there. I believe, like I said, I've never actually used that. I use the Budget by Paycheck planner, which is just for the budgeting. Okay, so I've gone ahead and written out all of the sections just because I have recorded this a couple of times. My dog decided that he was going to take the world's longest, loudest drink of water, so I just stopped it, erased what I had done, and decided to start over again when he was done. And while I was waiting, I just went ahead and wrote in all the categories. So now you don't have to watch me try to figure out how to spell words like utilities and ecclesial while I go. Okay, so paycheck number 2 should be coming in on the 15th, and it should be $1,708.49. Seth is the friend of mine that drives the car that I have financed in my name, and he pays me $420 a month. That is for the car payment and also for the insurance for that car. And then I am anticipating about $100 to be rolled over from the previous check, the first check in April. I'm not sure. It was more than this, and I've pulled money to cover some overspending in groceries and in dining out, and then also to cover that phone payment that I made. So we'll see. Hopefully I should have $100 left. So my total income for this pay period should be $2,228.49. The bills that are due, I have these bills. Try to line this up so we can see them all at once and we don't have to move around. So Microsoft comes out on the 15th. That is $7.57. That gets me extra storage on my OneDrive, and then it also gives me access to Microsoft 360, which is the Office suite, the Word and the Excel, and whatever else comes in that suite. I don't really use anything other than those two, but it's all in there. Suddenlink is my, oh, Chase Amazon, I skipped that one. Chase Amazon is the only credit card that I have left. This is the card that is in my dad's name. It has just over $600. I can't remember the exact amount. You should check out my debt confession update, which I will link. And that I have the exact amount that was, that the balance was at the end of March. But I'd like to pay $100 a month at minimum, and then at the end of the month, so my next paycheck, if I have anything left over, I'll make an additional debt payment. But for right now, I'm going to make that $100 payment. Suddenlink is my internet. It is $53.87. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you will know that I get a $10 discount on this because of my mom's cell phone bill. I pay my mom's cell phone bill. It's in my name. And since this and this are both in my name and those companies are both affiliated, I get a discount off of this and a discount off of this. So that's $53.87. My Audible subscription comes out. That is $16.18. That's pretty self-explanatory. It is Audible. This telco loan, this is my debt consolidation loan that I did. This loan, I make a $500 payment on this loan, and $167 is the minimum payment that they auto draft every month. And then, like last month was the first month I made the payment, I did an additional $333. When I first got this loan, the gentleman who I signed the paperwork with told me that if I wanted to make a principal-only payment, that I had to call them or go in and they could do it for me that way. But then, when I did Seth's car, I refinanced Seth's car, and this was literally the very next day. Because I did this loan, and then the lady who was doing this loan was like, hey, I see you have this other car loan, do you want to refinance that? And so I did. So I signed this on one day, then I went back the next day and signed this, and the lady who did this paperwork for me told me that that was not true. I did not have to come into the store or call, and I could just do it on the app or on the website to make the extra payment. So last month, after these two auto-drafted, I went onto the app and I just sent extra payments for both of them to reach the minimum payments that I wanted them to be. And they counted as additional payments and not as principal-only payments. So, first gentleman was correct. So what I'm going to do is next month, I'm going to let whatever is going to auto-draft for Seth's car auto-draft. And then when that's done, I'll call and make principal-only payments for the $500 for this loan. Because right now, this is saying I don't owe anything. It's not going to auto-draft this money as far as I can tell. So I'll make the full $500 as an extra principal payment, and then I'll make the extra, I think it'll be like $110, then I'll make an extra principal payment on Seth's car. And I'll just keep doing that until I get caught up, and then I'll call and I'll do the additional payments going forward as principal-only payments. Cinemark is the movie theater that I have the monthly membership for. It is $9.99 a month plus tax. Like I said, I'm going to see The Secrets of Dumbledore with some of my friends, but I did not use my free movie for the month to do that. Because I'm going at 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, it's still a matinee price, and that is only $6, which is cheaper than this membership. So I'll save this ticket. They roll over if you don't use them. You can add them up. You can use them all at once. If you have 4 or 5 and you have a group of people you want to go with, you can use them all at once. But I think this will be number 2. This will be 2 tickets that I have available, but I'm going to I just paid the $6 for my ticket, and I'll save this for next time. Utilities, this in my city is sewer water, water, trash, and recycling, and it's normally right around $120 a month. This word always looks so funny to me. I feel like there are too many I's, and it makes me think I've spelt it incorrectly, but I'm 99% sure that's correct. Seth's car, the minimum payment that they take out is $270. And like I said, I make an extra $55 payment on that just to reach what he was paying previously because we want to just pay it off a little faster. My mom's cell phone bill is $63.21. That is for unlimited everything, and then also there is a phone financed in there. Now, this one is a little bit different than I've ever done before because, like I said, this is a 3-paycheck month. But my next paycheck, which comes on the 29th, is like the day before I would normally pay rent. But I have to pay most of my May bills out of that next check as well. So I've decided to split rent and do $250 out of this check and then $250 out of the next check. And then the same with the couch. I'm just going to pull the full 50 out of this check to cover. And that way I only need to pull $250 out of my next check, because that next check, like I said, has to cover a whole lot of bills in May. And so I want to make sure. It was just, I tried it both ways, and this way give me more wiggle room. So the total for all my bills that I need to pay out of this check is $1,108.04. Is that a 4? No, it's a 64. Sorry, y'all, I'm having trouble reading my own handwriting. So $1,108.64, which if I take that from the $2,228.49 that I am anticipating my income to be, leaves me $1,119.85 to fill my cash envelopes, my sinking funds, my extra debt, and my extra savings. Coming down to my cash envelopes, if you are a cash budgeter, this would be your variable expenses, your weekly spending, your cash envelopes, however you want to say it. I use a cashless envelope stuffing system called YNAB. You need a budget, and it's all electronic, and you will see in my next video when I actually receive this paycheck, I'll go in there and I will stuff this money into my cashless envelopes. But I'll use this to do it. So for dining out, the way I normally do dining out is I give myself $150 a month to dine out, and I split that between my two paychecks, $75 and then $75. I have gone a little over this time, so instead of $75, I'm only going to give myself $45 out of this next check because I have gone over. Same thing with groceries. I give myself $300 a month, and I split that up $150 out of each check. I have gone a little over, so next check I'm only going to give myself $100. Last time I did this, I ended up having that extra butcher box that I totally forgot about, and that put me over, even though I was like, I'll be fine, I don't need anything. And then that butcher box came out and threw everything off. That has been canceled, so that should not happen this time. So this should be more than enough. I've already gotten most of my groceries. I have all that meat from the butcher box. I'm gonna need some fresh stuff, like some lunch meat, some bread, some milk, things like that to go with it. But I should be good for like the staples. Ecclesial expenses. As I explained when we were looking at my calendar, there are 2 weeks this month that we don't have the room. So that is $150 less than I was expecting. Plus I wasn't thinking that when I do my weekly donation for the week that we're doing the insurance for the brothers and sisters that need insurance, I'm only going to be putting $50 in. That is more than enough to cover what we have agreed to as an ecclesia to send once a year. $50 a month for me will, as long as everybody else is putting in what they're supposed to be putting in, that should get us there. So because I only have 1 week to cover out of this, instead of $150, I'm just going to be putting in $75. My contacts, I did find out what they're going up to. I mentioned a couple of videos ago that they notified me that the price was increasing, but I did not know what it was going to. They have been $36 a month for the last couple of years. They are going up to $42 a month. So out of this check, I'm still going to put $20, but then starting out of my next check, I'm going to start putting $21 a check away, so I'll have $41 a month for my contacts. Ren fair spending. Like I said, my nephew is planning to come in next weekend, and Lord willing, we will go to the Renaissance Fair. He has never been, and it is something that I really enjoy. It's nice and shady, and it's under a lot of trees. It's nice to just walk around and watch the shows and listen to the music and do some shopping. So I'm going to give myself $50. That would be for tipping entertainers, for getting myself a turkey leg or something to eat out there, and then purchasing beverages because it's hot, so waters and sodas and whatnot. And they have mead and other stuff. I'm just not a fan of those drinks, but so I won't drink any of that. And then, as I mentioned previously, this would have been my sister's 40th birthday coming up on the 26th. And every year I like to send my mom flowers for Ruthie's birthday. So I'm going to use what I have left over in my gifts and giving fund, and then I'm going to add an additional $40 to that, so I can send flowers to my mom that day. So the total for this category for my variable expenses is, and at the bottom of the page, my handwriting always gets awful, well, more awful. is $330, which if you take that from my 119.85 leaves me $789.85 to carry up to my sinking funds, my extra debt, and my extra savings. Okay, so I'm going to pull that $789.85. So holiday giving, if you've been watching, if you skipped ahead from my first video to this video, first of all, you've missed some good videos. You should go back and watch them. But you will have missed where I said every month I go over in my gifts and giving category, and what I had wanted to do was roll over the leftover so I would have something for holiday time, but that wasn't working. So I just decided to start a holiday giving category. So I'm putting $45.46 a month away for that, and that will get me to $500 by December. YNAB is the app I was telling y'all about that I use to do my cashless envelope stuffing. It is a paid expense. I save $9.20 a month, and then that's an annual fee, and it comes out in October, so I will be prepared for that fee when it hits my account in October. Wondershare is the software that I use to edit and record videos. That is a $45 annual fee, so it'll be $5 a month. Sam's Club again, annual fee for that membership, $4.09 a month. Registration here in Williamson County, it's about a $25 fee to inspect your car, and then about a $75 fee to register your car. I think it might be $76 to register and like $23 to inspect, but it's about $100. So my goal is to save $100. My inspection is due in October, so $866 a month is what I save. My taxes, I did end up actually owing taxes this year, and so I'm putting $20 a month away. That's $10 a paycheck. Yes, $10 a paycheck, so $20 a month away to my taxes. That'll get me just about $240 by the time it's tax time next year. If I owe money, I'll have some money set aside to pay. If I don't owe money, fantastical. I'll have $240 to go do something with, or put toward another savings goal or something. My passport renewal is $1.77 a month. That'll get me $150 when my passport is due, which I believe is in 2028. I believe it's 2028. Anyway, it's less than $2 a month, so I'm just setting that aside so I will be prepared. Here we go, $50 more into my new car fund. Woohoo, that'll put $100. I'm so excited. If you watched my savings challenge update, which I will also link, you will see that this will be the second $50, so this will be $100 in my new car fund. And then my plan is, as of right now, unless something else, it could very well change, it's only April, but my plan is everything that I'm saving for my 52-week challenge will also go into this new car fund at the end of the year. I would like to eventually buy a hybrid. I really want a RAV4, and I want to have at least 10% down before I do that, so it'll be a while before I get there. But anyway, now I have $100 in there. And then pet emergency, this is another new sinking fund that I just started my last pay period, because it was the same situation as the giving. I wanted to roll over what was left in my pet fund every month and start building up a little bit of an emergency fund for my pets, for vet visits, for shots, for if anything happens. Like I said, Emmett's getting a little older, and I don't want to not be prepared if he needs any medications or any treatments or anything. I want to be able to help get that for him. But nothing was ever left over. So I decided if I wanted to have that, I was going to have to create its own category. So now I have that, and this will be $100 in that category. Plus whatever is left over in my pets category at the end of the month, I will be rolling into this. So like I put $50 in it last time, and then I had $2.10 left over. So now it's $52.10. So that will be $102.10. So my total for my sinking funds is $194.18. And if you take that from the $789.85, that leaves me $595.67. So I'm going to bring that down to my extra debt. Then we're going to move this up so y'all can see. So, like I said, I want to make $500 a month payments to this loan. And in order to do that, I need to make an additional $333. And Seth's car, the previous payment was $325.27. So in order to make that payment, I have to add $55.42 to what they are taking out. So my total extra debt payment is $388.42, which leaves me with a balance of $207.25 to go into my extra savings. Okay, we're almost to the end of this, y'all. So I'm going to bring down that $207.25 and 52-week challenge. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, you will probably have heard me mention this. I am doing this front to back and back to front. I am doing the last week and the first week of the year, second to last week, second week of the year, third to last week, third week of the year. It equals to be $53 out of every paycheck. So I'm going to save $53 out of this check to go toward my 52-week challenge. And then that's all I'm going to do out of this, because like I said, I have a lot of bills to pay for the beginning of May, and then the other half of rent and the rest of my Budget Mom savings challenges to cover for April. So I am going to leave the rest of what is left, which should be $154.25, as a rollover into my next check. This also gives me a little buffer if I do any overspending, since I didn't fully fund my dining out or grocery. Well, I fully funded them for to reach my total for the month, but not for this pay period. So I know me well enough to know I may go over, and this gives me a little bit of wiggle room to pull from if I do that. So this makes my total extra savings $207.25, which leaves me $0, and that is your zero-based budget. Thank y'all so much for being here with me and for going over these numbers. I really hope that your April is going well. Do you have 3 checks? Are you splitting up any bills this month to make it work? Are you a month ahead and that means your 3 paycheck month just gives you a whole extra paycheck? Because that is fantastic, and I cannot wait till I am there as well. I really hope that y'all are having a wonderful day. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube and the algorithm know that you really enjoyed this content, and that way they can recommend more of my videos for you. Again, like I said, if you have a video, what do you call those things? A channel. If you have a channel that has similar content to this, please leave a link to your channel below so I can check it out, because I do seriously enjoy watching these videos and learning from y'all. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day wherever you are, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!